The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on last year's national champion, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. Vision. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. So Clemson's offense has the ball first today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They had the... before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And now on second down for this offense. Making side adjustments here. Going to swing it on second down. He's going for a big play downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Got him downfield. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Handoff to the single running back. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown,
team, you're playing at home, that's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the BYU Cougars offense will have its first possession of the game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
A safe call on the wide receiver screen. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on MK if they can stop him on third down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. BYU has this offense clicking. Handoff from the gun. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. At the 35, he's loose. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal block. Okay.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Looks as if BYU will have a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Looking for room. It's Reardon. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played 1 period. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Back to throw, it's Snow. Always a welcome play from the as they get a sack at the 47. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll leave it with him. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He's in open space downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's complete to the right. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Here comes Clemson with another first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. There are penalties you sort of forget about. A play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. Looking to scramble. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33. Offense set up in pretty good field position. Reads it, fires complete. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. To the air, it's Snow. Finds a man in the middle. And he's brought down after this game.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to.
Turning it on. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. The clock has reached the... and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Gives it to the back on the draw. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down.
sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here's the handoff. Powers through the defender. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. That pass. Moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20 from the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Clemson jumps to the line. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got room on the return. The 20. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to pass, it's Snow. He wants it all. Touchdown, BYU. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here he comes from his own end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got his man in the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's landing. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield very late in the half. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. Time to see how things play out the rest of the way as we send it back to our guys in Death Valley.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. Out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Looks as if we have... on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Snow. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air.
Hey, how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. The hand to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. They'll give it to the back. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game. And
a shot toward the end zone, and they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tiger. And that one will give him the lead. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Rides the back on the option to give. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll keep it himself. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. On the move. Finds a little space. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. It's a draw. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Encroachment defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Snow. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. He's looking downfield to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push.
Makes the grab on the left side. There he goes. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Complete in the middle. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Option look. It's Snow. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, BYU!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it. They'll send out the offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys.
He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quick completion on the out. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the mark. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Off play action on first down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown Tigers! They went for the big play, and boy, it didn't ever pay off. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Back to throw, it's Snow. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Dumps it to the back. Got a man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Rush is on him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. What a boost you can get from something like that, and now they've got it 1st and goal with the 1. From the gun. Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with a trip to the house. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pulls it in, it's Shaw. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Snow. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. 3rd down play from the gun. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over. Great place to start for this offense. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Clemson now operating in the red zone. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Clemson! Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. Beep, beep, beep. You know what that is? That's the garbage truck unloading the garbage time points right now.
Those garbage time points do count, though. As you're still playing the game, keep fighting, but it is that time when it's over, and nobody's really paying attention. Nobody's listening to me, or you, Reese, which not necessarily a bad thing.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Snow. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give us as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.